Hey there everybody, Pete here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Dream Setlist. This is the show we're doing throughout the month of March where we're going to conjure up a dream setlist that we'd love to see from some of our favorite bands. So of course, every day randomly I'm going to pick a different band. I'm going to come up with what would be my dream setlist, and then in the comments below we want to see and hear from you guys about what setlist you would love to see from this band. From any era, any year, any venue, any lineup. Okay, it's totally up to you. So here today, we're going to pick a very favorite band of mine, Grand Funk Railroad. Love them. Whether you love the power trio days or, the trio plus the keyboard player, doesn't matter. Great band throughout their not too long of a history, right? Pretty prominent, the very late 60s, throughout most of the 70s. By the early 80s, they were kind of done. But of course, they've continued to be a touring band for decades now, even without one of their original members, Mark Farner. So, but I love these guys, and especially I love like the first handful of albums where they were truly a power trio. Okay, so I'm going back in time for today. So today I'm going to go back to 1971. I'm going to say July of 1971. So they released two albums in 1971. So this is going to be kind of a combo tour, sort of. For me, it's going to be the E Pluribus Funk tour. But I know they released Survival early in the year and E Pluribus Funk later in the year, two albums in 1 year. But I'm going to have the E Pluribus Funk tour kind of starting in the summertime. All right, maybe the album hasn't come out yet, but they're already ramping up for it. They're already starting to play songs live. So this is going to be July of 1971. It's going to take place in Chicago's Wrigley Field. It's got to be an outdoor event. I love Wrigley Field. I've seen a baseball game there before. I'd love to see a concert there. I think it'd be a cool setting, cool place to see Grand Funk in 1971 with, 20+ thousand screaming funksters chiming in, enjoying the show. We've got a pretty cool set here. So again, this is Mel, Don, and Mark. That's the lineup, just the three of them. They're going to come out to a little bit of foot stomping music. Again, this would be one of the popular tracks from the E Pluribus Funk album. They're going to come out, they're going to play that first. Okay, Mark behind the Hammond organ. Then ripping into that great guitar solo, foot stomping music, such a great song. Get everybody in the midst of getting their groove on, right? So they're going to kick things off in a great fashion. From there, we're going to move to the closer to home. I got to change my glasses. I just realized I wore not my computer glasses. I wore my regular glasses. Now I can see better. I can see all you guys nicely now. From the closer to home album, we're going to move into Sin's a Good Man's Brother. All right, boom down, boom down, boom, 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 boom down, boom, boom, boom. Love Mel's big, heavy, throbbing bass, right? Those slashing riffs from Mark, just such a great heavy tune from the Closer to Home album. From there, we're going to jump into a track from the first album, the kickoff track from the first album, Are You Ready? Good upbeat rocker. From there, we're going to move to the second album, the Grand Funk album, otherwise also known as the Red Album, for a little Got This Thing on the Move, another big up-tempo, snarling hard rocker. From there, we're going to go back to the first album. We're going to slow things down just a little bit for the very emotional Heartbreaker. Okay, everybody's singing backup vocals, right? Really nice, good, gutsy song. Good guitar solo from Mr. Mark Farner on that one. From there, we're going to go to the new album, E Pluribus Funk, for a little People, Let's Stop the War. All right, Mark's going to kick into that wah-wah pedal, those funky metallic riffs. All right, a great song. Again, very timely for the time, People, let's stop the war. Of course, the Vietnam War. Let's get our people out of Vietnam, right? That was all the rage. It wrote a lot of songs having to do with that back in the day. From there, we're going to go once again to the second album. We're going to go to a little In Need, snarling, great rocker, great guitar work from Mark Knopfler on that. Good bluesy, just up-tempo, lots of nasty licks on that. From there, we're going to go even darker. Another song from the Grand Funk album, the second album, the Red Album, a little Paranoid. All right, creepy and heavy. Love it. No, not Paranoid by Black Sabbath. All right, this is the truly dark and menacing Paranoid out of the two of them, right? From there, how about it's time for a little drum histrionics from Don Brewer, right? A little TNUC. Nice extended jammy type of piece with a big drum solo in the middle of it. So that's going to be kind of like in the middle of this set. From there, the guys are going to come, the other two are going to come back out on stage. We're going to go right into I Come Tumbling from E Pluribus Funk, another up-tempo, groove-laden, bluesy rocker. Going to stick on that album again. We're going to do a little Save the Land. Great riffs, okay? Again, all about things that were kind of trending at the time, right? Let's help save this world, right? Let's save this world from destruction. Save the Land from E Pluribus Funk. From there, it's hey, more solos, right? Let's go to a little Mark Says All Right, which you heard for the first time on the Grand Funk Railroad live album, right? That classic early live album. Guitar and bass solos galore in there, right? That gives the other two guys a chance to kind of do their thing, right? Then we're going to come back. Going to go to the Closer to Home album for a little Nothing Is the Same. Good, gutsy, bluesy, funky rocker. Totally dig that. From there, we're going to go to Survival for All You've Got Is Money. Great guitar licks on that song. Love the vocal. And, you know, Mark Farner's such a great singer. Such a great frontman. All You Got Is Money from Survival. Next up, we're going to go back to Closer to Home as we get towards the end of the set here. It's got to be I'm Your Captain. Their big hit at the time. Extended epic, right? Got those lovely keyboards, the great vocals, just such a classic, classic song. And then the last song of the set is going to be Into the Sun from the very first album, On Time. Good, snappy, hard rock tune. Well, great wah-wah guitars, man. Just love Into the Sun. Such a great song. Encore time. Band leaves the stage, right? 20,000 plus at Wrigley Field on their feet. Screaming, clapping, cheering. Get the band out. Okay, they come out. What do they launch into? It's familiar, right? Their cover of the Rolling Stones classic Gimme Shelter from their Survival album. Yeah, what better way to kind of wind down a tremendous concert than a cover of one of the greatest Rolling Stones songs of all time that Grand Funk does really, really well. All right, so Gimme Shelter. But no, they're not done yet because, of course, then one more song to end it all. It's got to be, right, their perennial closer from the Grand Funk album, from the second album, the Red Album, Inside Looking Out. Or Outside Looking In, right? Of course, that is a Animals classic, right, that they basically make their own. Totally make their own. All right. Loads of great riffs and guitar solos and just a gutsy, grimy, garagey Grand Funk Railroad stomping track. Totally love it. So there you have it. That's my set. Foot stomping music. Sin's a Good Man's Brother. Are You Ready? Got This Thing on the Move. Heartbreaker. People Let's Stop the War. In Need. Paranoid. TNUC. I Come Tumbling. Save the Land. Mark Says All Right. Nothing Is the Same. All You've Got Is Money. I'm Your Captain. Into the Sun. Gimme Shelter. And Inside Looking Out. There you have it, everybody. Grand Funk Railroad. That is my dream set list at Chicago's Wrigley Field, July 1971. Hope you dug it. Curious to see what you guys would love to see as your ultimate dream set list from Grand Funk Railroad. Put it in the comments below. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here, right? It's all about what we would love to see. Doesn't matter if you want to see and hear all the hits, that's cool. If you want the rarities, that's cool. If you want a combination of the both, that's cool. Regardless of the year, the venue, whatever, you create it. You're in charge. Put it in the comments below. We'll see you tomorrow morning with another one of these. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Also coming up tomorrow, we've got Hudson Valley Squares, Monday Night Must See TV. That's happening as well as Mr. Butch Jones and I are getting together to do a show of our favorite 10 guitar riffs that kind of open up a song and just absolutely murder you, right? And that's what it's all about, our favorite guitar riffs of all time. So that's coming up tomorrow as well. Stay tuned for that and more this week. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.